How's it going, everyone? My name is Azarus. Welcome back to some more Incredibox. Today, I'm dressing up. I think as Mike Wazowski. I think that's what I'm going for here. I forgot I had this in my arsenal, which is pretty crazy. It is Halloween. That's the day I'm recording. And unfortunately, this is the second time I'm recording this video because it didn't record my face. Gotta love it. Well, I guess a little spoiler. This mod was pretty damn good if you haven't checked it out. But before we get into it, we're gonna check out this week's fan art. Coming in from Spinny, we got some fantastic pixel art. Again, I love the style of this. I feel like I've seen this style before too, especially with the eyes. I really like how your art is like on a digital piece of paper. It's like digital art, but it's on paper. It's cool. And we got some bread floating around and some sparkles. I love it. It's great. Next one coming in from Tremors, we got a recreation of the Vitals mod thumbnail. Fantastic mod, fantastic thumbnail. It's probably one of my favorite thumbnails, especially with the headless Azarus in the middle. And you got the creepy poles on the side. I love the shading. I like how it's like dots. It's like almost like comic style. Next up, we got one coming in from Pokey Corrupt. Got a very dope looking Azarus here. Got the chain on, got the gleam on the glasses. Looking like he's about to throw some bars. This is pretty dope. Next one coming in from Tremors. This is a recreation of that Mandela catalog style mod that we covered called County. Probably one of my favorite thumbnails too. I love how creepy it looks, especially those eyes, man. And you nailed it with the creepiness. It looks like paint almost, while saying nothing is worth the risk in the back. Nothing is. Nothing is. Last one coming in from AIDS Amy. Why? Why would you do this? We got like Baldzarus with the shine on the head. It doesn't even look like Azarus anymore. It looks like an alien. Creepy or Skinwalker. Something like that. It's weird. That is wild. Again, thank you so much for sharing your artwork. I've been wearing this outfit for like 2 hours now. I am sweating inside. This mod was created by Slicedlimez. There's no like credits on here, so that is their YouTube page. I'll keep it down in the description. Also, if you want to play this mod, I'll put the downloads in the description. Let's get into this mod. Tremors. Nothing too crazy happening here, just a little bit of a tan background. Without blabbering too much, let's go over the first beat. Like I said, a fantastic start to the beats. It's like mixing it up a little bit too. It's a little bit crazier than the normal first beat. Solid start. Let's move on to beat 2. So much bassiness to that beat. I still left a little like ding in the middle of it. That's nice. Definitely follows that like Egyptian-style beat, and I'm liking it. All right, gonna move on to beat 3. It's gonna get a little wild. Okay, that beat is wild. Definitely switching things up with beat 3. Good lord. Sounding like a whole different style. Fantastic though. We're gonna move on to beat 4. Doesn't it sound like you're charging into battle? It sounds like there's an epic fight that's about to happen, or that's currently happening. The front lines are getting ready. Not sure what that's called. Attached to that Polos face. Hieroglyphics. All right, I'm gonna move on to beat 5. Dude, I don't know what's up with these last few beats, but they just go hard. I think that's like a dog too, right? Or maybe some other species. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna move on to the effects now. Let's get some bass in here. Fire bass, man. It's not too crazy yet, okay? And it's very deep. I like how deep that bass is. It's deep but crisp. It's nice. It is nice. And I like the pole design for that one. The mummy, although he looks like he's a little unwrapped. Alright, we're gonna move on to the desert snake here. I really don't even know if I can put that in the words. Like, it's very echoey. And yeah, desert snake, definitely making some weird noises. I don't know if it's his pets. Oh, I don't know if it's his pet or if it's, you know, trying to kill him or something. I don't know. It's wrapped around his face, but he looks rather unbothered by it. So next up, we got the bird. Okay. We got the eagle in here. Eagle or a hawk? I don't know. But that screech, perfect. First time around, I thought it was a penguin. Kind of looks like one. A little bit. Tiny bit. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna move on to the fedora. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. That is a second bass. Very crisp, also deep. And it may or may not sound really good with the other bass too. Although he's definitely looking a little bit different from everyone else. Alright, we're gonna move on to the last effect here. So that last section of it sounds like a wet. That is a crazy effect though. And also, isn't that the Polish sign from Jeevan, right? Alright, we're gonna move on to the melodies now. We got this statue. I like how that switches up on the second part, man. Sounds nice. We got the statue on the pillar. Definitely looks like something you'd like go ahead and steal, and then like a big boulder would come down and chase you. Reminds you of something, doesn't it? Alright, let's move on to Melody 2. We got the hat. For the second time, that melody made my soul ascend from my body, and then return to its body, of course. In the switch up for the second part, it gets quiet. You know I'm a fan of choirs. That sounded so good. Alright, we're gonna move on to Melody 3. If you don't have headphones on, I recommend putting some headphones on and listening to that melody. I love how it goes back and forth between both ears. We're gonna move on to Melody 4, the bandit mask. Fantastic. Got some strings in here. Is that a cello? I know it's deeper. It's not a violin. Good lord, though. That sounds so clear. It sounds like I'm right next to the instrument. All right, we're gonna move on to the eye. God, man, that is so good. We got a fantastic set of melodies. Would someone like to inform me what kind of string instrument that is playing that? Like, is it like some kind of glitter? We're gonna move on to the voices now. We got one less voice. I forgot to say that in the beginning.
Under the heat of the day, the sun blesses us with its light. We wander in the desert in your delight.
That is such a perfect voice for this mod. Sounds so good. The harmonization is perfect for that. Even the design of that, is that a pharaoh? Or is this next one a pharaoh? I guess we'll find out. Moving on to the second voice here. This is definitely my favorite voice here. That one's like an introduction to like a boss. Like we're in a boss fight and then finally the main opponent comes out of his, I guess, coffin. It's the pharaoh. Alright, we're gonna move on to a voice 3.
Of the day, with its light.
Whoever's singing these voices, they did a fantastic job. I can already tell it's going to sound good with voice 1, but I may or may not already know that. We're going to move on to voice 4. Oh my god, such an amazing choir to end off on. We got, what, 3 choirs? I guess this is technically a choir too. The choirs in this mod are top tier. You cannot beat them. But on that note, we're going to move on to the beats, see how they sound together. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. Those are a crazy set of beats. I will say this one makes it sound like futuristic. The beats are slapping, bro. But I will say this one right here changes the whole style of the beats. All right, we're gonna move on to the melody. I'm telling you, man, those basses go well together. And that bird, that screech sounds fantastic in the mix too. Effects are sounded fantastic. We're gonna move on to the melodies now. Let's hear it. Man, those are some fantastic melodies. I love the strings for this one so much. The choir that goes quiet, the choir that goes quiet sounds great. And I like this one too, the little statue thing. I think that sounds good with it. We're gonna move on to the voices, see how they sound.
Under the heat of the day, the sun blesses us with its light. We wander in the desert.
Cannot express how much I love that set of voices, bro. This one makes it so dramatic. I love it. Well, I guess on that note, we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a nice Egyptian beat. Like, even listening to this once already, it's just so good. I love the style of it. I love the switch up, because like it wasn't just like a nice peaceful kind of mod, like nothing too crazy. Especially when you throw this beat in there, everything changes. It sounds very dramatic at times, depending on like what polos you put in there, and I like that. But of course, just like every single mod, I do want to know what you guys think, so you gotta leave it down in the comments. This was suggested a few times, and it was the top comment on my last video, so I had to check it out. But I do want to thank the members of the channel, people who joined the Discord. Thank you for watching. Whenever I get trick-or-treaters, I give them slices of bread. They never seem to come back. But I hope you guys enjoyed, because dude, this was fantastic. I loved it. And I'll see you guys in the next